Hello farmers, welcome back to Farming Simulator 25 here on Hutan Pantai. Here we are, the month of April, time for some more planting to do. And speaking of which, let's go ahead and get our fields flooded. Need to get those going, and then we'll get our harvester, or not a harvester, gotta wait for before we get to there. Let's get our driller in here, or the, what do you call that, planter? Seeder? Sapling distributor? Anyway. Go over here, get this turned on, get it flooded. And we'll drop down here and get this other one flooding. As per usual. Boom. Looks like we got a little bit of wood beam sitting there. Some fabric over there too. Good. Wes will have to go see what kind of cement was left out. Hopefully we have some cement bags. We need to get those over to the temple. So we got some selling stuff to do. Should make pretty good money this time around. Alright, where's our tractor at? Right there. Drop that off. We need to go, I guess, figure out what we're going to plant here. We're going to do some sorghum. Can do that. Put oats in down there in that bottom field last time around. Last episode. But this time, yeah, I think sorghum would be good. I think we have to use this other planter too. Can't do sorghum out of here. Can do some long grain rice though. We can go ahead and get that running, I guess. These fields already look like they got quite a bit of water in them. We might go ahead and kick off that planter. So, yep, there you go. Go for it. Oh yeah, that's what I'm looking for right there. Well, didn't look like there's that much water from here. We could probably go ahead and get them planted though. And let's see, yeah, this one already here. Might as well just go ahead and use the truck. Or should we bring the other truck over? Guess we could bring the other truck over. Alright, well, let me go ahead and get this guy back home. I hate to do that. Let me just go ahead and grab these real quick and throw them in here. Alright, here we are. For some reason, the worker didn't want to finish this, so go ahead and do this, and we are out. Okay. Let's get this refilled real quick. Then I'll go ahead and get the rest of this field started over there on the downer side. And our planter for the long grain rice finished. So, now's the time to make a decision. What do we do? Do we go ahead and do some sorghum, some soybeans? Something like that to them. Okay, pull out that one. Good deal. So, yeah, we got that field, and then that little patch there. What do we want to do here? Yeah. Oats. I think the sorghum's kind of a good idea. Sorghum, soybeans. We wouldn't have many soybeans. We could do soybeans on the bottom piece, sorghum up on the top. Okay. So be it. Just gotta touch up this last row over here on the end. Just like so. Alright, let me take this down to the lower pasture here. Not the fastest vehicle. Not sure. Maybe it's not even the slowest. Go for it, buddy. Alright, let's go get this swapped over. Something like that. And put it right behind there. Okay. Goodness, goodness, goodness. Perfect. Yeah, oh, what a mess. What a mess. Okay, there's that. Fertilizer's down there on the other field because it needs to get spread. What are we going to put in here? Soybeans here? No, we're going to do soybeans at the bottom. So let's do soybeans at the bottom. So counterweight. Yep, there we go. That'll work. Alright. Now, what I was doing was going ahead and getting the truck loaded. We pretty much have about everything we want to sell. Right there. Let's get this unfolded. Soybeans right here. Sure, why not? Okay, go for it. Yep. Alright, let's take the truck down here. We'll pick up the rest of our wool from what the sheep have put down. Then we'll make a drive around town. We'll drop off the wool. We'll go over to the temple and get everything else dropped off. Alright, let's check out what we got here. Yeah, I don't see fabric anywhere. Oh, because we're at the bottom here. Well, it should be right here. There we go, fabric. 15,332, still climbing. Okay, for May. So it might be May before we sell that. Wool, no selling points. Okay, well I guess that answers that question, doesn't it? Full steam ahead. Ooh. Alright, yeah, so the wools, or the fabric, I guess, not quite ready yet. Interesting. Let's go ahead and pull this one off of here. What did it say it had here? Yeah, 9,000 liters. 140,000. Okay, well. To the temple. Alright, I'll come in here and get all this stuff dropped off here. There we go. 78,000 for all that. And where are we at here? Cement bags, 998. Okay. It was waiting on those pretty bad. Alright, well, it's processing, so la-di-da. And yeah, back home we go. Alright, the worker got all the soybeans put down on that field. I forgot, that field needs lime, so we have to go ahead and lime it, and then we'll go ahead and fertilize it. Then we'll come up here, though, real quick, and put down some sorghum. Won't take too long in this field here. All right, well, there we go. Everything cleaned up. Let's take a look where we're at here. Yep, all the field's looking good. Need some more fertilizer there. That field needs to be weeded again. There we go. All right, those fields are good too. So let's go ahead and park this stuff up. Definitely see where it's time we need another tractor. That would help out a lot. All right, let me go get the roller parked. Sorry, car. Yeah. Okay, well, looks like the worker doesn't like getting around the edges too close, so we got to finish this around here, then this will be done. There we go. And let's get on the straight section here. We'll check the prices again for fabric. $15,398. Not too shabby. So yeah, so now it comes down to what are we going to do with our big old lump sum of cash coming in, and we have $193,000 in the bank. So I think a tractor would be very nice. Don't see any here. So forklift, don't need a forklift. Need another tractor. So we could find something fairly small, maybe to purchase, and then also what to do with the money. Should we buy another field? Should we buy a seeder? Should we, I don't know, invest it somewhere? Ha! Alright, well there we go. That field is done. I'm going to wait to flood the field up on top till next month, which you have to anyway, but also need to make sure we get some fertilizer in it as well. So yeah, I don't know. 200,000 in the bank, another 150 coming in. Should we go with cows? Should we buy some cows? If we buy cows, we'll probably need another field. Unless we put the cows right on top of the field we just planted. So yeah, all kinds of good things to think about. Sawmills are going, so we're going to be getting a lot of cash coming in pretty quick. So what do we do with that cash? Next month, I don't think we really have a whole lot to work on. We do need to weed eat though. Weed eat. We need to spray some pesticide. Here we go. And the flour, it's still rolling. All right, let me make some plans here. All right, well, I was looking around. Here's a couple of nice little things we could work on so we can borrow those items for the weeding. There's a cultivation job here for $10,000. All right, so yeah, so we'll get a little bit extra cash in while I'm still thinking. Kind of starting to lean towards maybe some cows. That wouldn't be too shabby. Alrighty, so these guys are going to run around for a little bit. And yeah, again, we're just kind of waiting to see that price on that fabric. It's not going to go up too quick. It might be next month, but anyway, we'll go ahead and get these two contracts completed. Alright, here we are. Finishing up our cultivation. Weeding was already finished. And there we go. Great. Alright, let's collect on these contracts. 85, 89 here. And 9,000 there. Alright. That's not... Oh, goodness. That happened quick. 210,000 in the bank. Now, what we really need to do is find our tractor. And, yeah, we need to go get some kind of weeder. Because that'll save us a lot on herbicide. I think the one I want is 40,000. So, I'm going to go down to the store and get what I want. Alright, nothing in the sale. What I'm wanting is a weeder, this one here. Yep. Pretty cheap, easy to use, approved. Yep. Alright, let me get this back and we're going to start running through our fields with it. I wonder if we can use it in our spinach field, our soybean field. I don't think it's grown too much, so I think we should be good. There we go. Yep. Yep. This is a nice one because it's very fast. Alright, let's get it set up here. Yep, steering assist, okay. There we go. So, still been thinking about, do we do cows or do we buy a tractor? Really need another tractor. Now let's speed things up a little bit. Of course, we've got a seeder. Need a new seeder. And, yeah, all the other equipment. Slowly but surely, we are gaining. Once we get turned around here, we'll take a look at the old fabric prices here. Okay, there we go. Boom, got it. Okay. $15,458. Slowly but surely it's getting up there. Man. It's moving along pretty quick. Alright. Let's run through this and we'll have to go hit all our other fields as well. Alright, well, I'll go ahead and get that field done. We'll wait till these fields grow up a little bit more. Other than that, yeah, I think we're probably good for today. Let me just check and make sure. 15,463. Okay. Well, we're just going to let the price go up, and then we'll just catch on what happens tomorrow. So, hit that like and subscribe. I appreciate it very much. We'll catch you next time here on Hutan Pantai.